What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yay another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we have a brand new SUGO-FEST batch that will be arriving on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global within the next probably week or so. We don't know the exact date as of yet. This was just a download that happened right now on One Piece Treasure Cruise, and it added these characters into the character log, so it means that this is going to be an upcoming SUGO-FEST within the next upcoming week or so, and it does include a brand new legend being Inu Arashi or DOGSTORM. I don't know what kind of translation they're going to use on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global. They might use DOGSTORM, or they might use the Japanese name of Inu Arashi. As we've seen in most cases, usually they do translate it to the really awkward name, so it's probably going to be DOGSTORM, but it is what it is. An amazing SUGO-FEST batch, and in this video we're going to be breaking down every single new unit so you guys can get a little bit of a feel as to what to expect in this upcoming SUGO-FEST. So if you guys do go in to enjoy, make sure to smack the like button down below. But other than that, guys, let's get straight into today's video. So the first character that we are going to overview is going to be Momonosuke, child of Wano country. Now, Momonosuke is a Sai, striker, free spirit type character, and at max level at level 99. Momonosuke has 1922 health, 690 attack, and 535 recovery, so stats are pretty bad. Really high recovery stat, but everything else is pretty bad for a 5-star rare recruit character. He does have 4 socket spots, and he does have a cost of 28. A little bit strange from usual rare recruit units. Moving on, the captain ability of Momonosuke will boost all stats, so HP, attack, and recovery of all characters by only 1.25, and then protects from defeat as long as your health is above 30% at the start of the turn. So, a zombie-based captain, not really too much to really talk about there. And then his special ability will go ahead, and it is a multi-stage special, so stage 3 will max at 9 turns, switches orbs between slots once, and then adds 0.5 times to the chain multiplier for 1 turn. So, you know, it is kind of strange because, like, I don't know, it especially isn't really that useful, honestly. The stage 1 special is a 3-turn cooldown at max, and it adds 0.2 to the chain multiplier for 1 turn. There just isn't really much use for this unit whatsoever. Like, this guy doesn't really fit into too many teams for him to be that useful. He does have a sailor ability, though, that makes all colored orbs beneficial for this character. Now, he is a yellow unit, and then it will make strength, quick, dex, and int orbs count as beneficial. So, as a sailor unit, he does have a lot of the time, he's going to have a matching orb, but the thing is, his stats are really bad, so even if he does have a matching orb, he's not going to be doing that much damage anyway, and his special really isn't all that useful, honestly. So all in all, probably the worst of this batch, I would say. But now let's move on to the next character. Moving on to the second character of the batch is going to be Foxfire Kinemon, and it's actually awesome that we are getting this rare recruit character because his Colosseum will also be coming out as well. So if you do pull this character, not only will you have to max the Colosseum unit, but you're going to have to go ahead and try and max out this guy's sockets as well because he's a very, very good unit. So Kinemon is a Dex / a free spirit character, and he has 4 socket spots and 30 cost. His stats at level 99, his HP 2,349, attack of 1,377, and 294 recovery, so pretty standard stats overall for a 5-star rare recruit. His captain ability recovers 3 times his recovery in HP at the end of each turn, and then boosts attack by 3.5 times after a chain of good, great, and then perfect hits. So he's kind of like Log Luffy / Gear 3 in a way with his captain ability, but the thing about those type of captain abilities is it can be a little bit hard to pick up those recovery orbs because you are trying to do a lot of damage. But the thing about it is that he recovers 3 times his recovery at the end of each turn. So a really good captain ability, really, really good for, especially for beginner players. That's a very good captain ability, and this is definitely a unit that you want to go ahead and give 100 recovery cotton candies to because his captain ability is scaled based on his recovery stat in total. So make sure if you do pull this unit, this is definitely a good unit to give recovery cotton candy to. Sailor ability makes strength and quick orbs beneficial for this character. That is actually really strong. Really, really strong because it works well with his special ability. Now, his special ability maxes at 13 turns, and it deals 60 times his attack in typeless damage to all enemies. So really, really strong AoE damage. Like, that is insanely good for a 5-star rare recruit. A lot of damage there. And then changes all orbs on all characters into Kinemon's orbs. So if you activate the special and he has a Dex orb, all characters on your crew get a Dex orb. And then, you know, again, if he has a Psi orb, everyone gets a Psi orb. So a really good special ability, because you can really partner this with a lot of teams, and the fact that his Sailor ability makes Strength and Quick Orbs beneficial, it means that if you get Dex, Strength, or Quick Orbs, depending on what crew you are running, he'll make them beneficial for himself. So he is not detrimental to Quick and Strength teams, even though he is a Dex character. So a really, really solid unit, great captain ability, pretty useful special ability, and Sailor ability that does work really well in tandem with his special. So all in all, like, this guy is a very, very solid rare recruit character. Moving on to the next rare recruit of the batch is going to be Sicilian. Now, Sicilian is an int slasher cerebral type character, and at max level, at level 99, he has 2,559 health, 1457 attack, and 212 recovery, and he does have 30 cost and 4 socket spots. His captain ability is pretty simple, boosting the attack of int characters by 2.5 and then boosting their health by 1.25, so a pretty standard captain ability there. His special ability though, which will max at 14 turns, delays all enemies for 1 turn, deals 25 times his attack in int damage to all enemies, so again, really good AoE damage, and then changes Strength, Dex, Quick, Int, and Psi orbs into cerebral characters, cerebral characters into matching orbs. So he will change any colored orb on your cerebral characters into a matching orb. So a very, very good special ability. And the reason why that's good is because the next unit that we're going to be talking about will change all orbs into colored orbs. So these two work really well together. Not only that, is because he is a cerebral character, this guy is really good on, you know, Legend Crocodile teams or Legend Inu Arashi teams, which we'll go over towards the end of the video. But yes, he does provide delays and nice AoE damage, and then also will give the matching orbs as well. So a very, very solid special there. Now, before we move on, his Sailor ability, when your HP is below 30% at the start of the turn, boosts his own attack by 200. So his own attack will end up going to 1657, and then if you use his special ability after you are, you know, below 30%, you're going to be doing even more damage with his special. And then if you put cotton candies onto him as well, this guy can potentially go up to like 1857 attack. Yeah, that's absolutely bonkers. A really, really good unit. All in all, really, really good for cerebral-based teams. It is a little bit of a shame, though, I will say right here, that his special ability only works with cerebral characters. I do wish it really worked for slashers as well. That would be so good for slashers. Unfortunately, it only works for cerebrals, though, which is fine. Still a very, very good. And now we move on to the final unit of the batch before we talk about the brand new SUGO-FEST exclusive character, is going to be Wanda. Now, Wanda is a quick slasher cerebral character, another slasher character of the batch, and at max level, at level 99, Wanda has 2,177 health, 1243 attack, and 367 recovery. Wanda has 30 cost and 4 socket spots. Her captain ability is pretty standard as well, 2.5 times attack and 1.2 times recovery to cerebral characters. So again, a very good captain ability for beginner players, but you know, obviously in the late game you're not going to be using this character as a captain. The special ability of Wanda, which will max at 16 turns, randomly changes all orbs, including block orbs. That's the big thing there. All orbs, including block orbs, into colored orbs, being Strength, Dex, Quick, Int, or Psi. And as we mentioned before, we have Sicilian, who changes those colored orbs into matching orbs for cerebral characters. But Wanda does not finish there. She will also boost attack of cerebral characters by 1.75 times for 3 turns. 3 turns! That is absolutely crazy, man. This is one of the best batches that Cerebral has ever gotten. An amazing, amazing support for Cerebrals here. As I mentioned before, the combination that you can do with Wanda and Sicilian to get a full board of matching orbs, and then you'll also get 3 turns of attack boost, a 1.75 attack boost. So Wanda and Sicilian, if you guys are looking to make really insanely powerful cerebral teams, then Wanda and Sicilian are definitely going to be up on your wanted list, because they are very, very strong characters for your cerebral teams. And also, just a little side note before we talk about the brand new SUGO-FEST exclusive character, her Sailor ability will then reduce paralysis duration by 1 turn. So, you know, even if she is a sub, she does have a little bit more use as well because of that really, really nice Sailor ability. So now that we've gone ahead and broken down the batch, let's talk about the brand new SUGO-FEST exclusive character of this batch, which is going to be King of the Day, Inu Arashi, otherwise known as DOGSTORM, which is most likely going to be the translation of this character. Now, DOGSTORM is a strength slasher cerebral character, yet again, another slasher cerebral character, and at max level, at level 99, he has 2,978 health, 1535 attack, and 389 recovery. So of course, like most SUGO-FEST exclusive characters, they have insane stats. And that attack stat, 1535, goddamn son, so good. Okay, so let's talk about, well, before we talk about his abilities, he has 55 cost and 5 socket spots, like most other legends. But now, Captain ability, okay, so boost the attack of cerebral characters by 2.75 times, and will also boost your chain multiplier by 1.5 times if your health is below 30% at the start of the turn. If you are above 30%, then it will boost by 2.5. So as long as you're below 30, you're going to be getting insane boost. But if you're above 30%, you're still going to be getting a regular 2.5 times attack boost, which is really not that bad either. It means you can still clear mobs. You know, people compare this guy to Crocodile as a captain, which is a fair play because both of those guys are the cerebral-based legend captains, and this guy is a much, much better captain than Crocodile in a lot of situations. There are some instances where Crocodile is a little bit better, but for the most part, in most situations, Inu Arashi is going to be the most prime unit to run as a cerebral-based captain. So again, just to reiterate, he boosts attack by 2.75 times, and then on top of that, will apply a 1.5 times chain multiplier. So that's actually a really interesting mechanic that we haven't seen applied yet, is the fact that they give an attack boost and a chain multiplier boost at the same time. I really don't know why they did that. It doesn't make any sense in my head why they would give him a chain boost on top of his attack boost. It is cool, don't get me wrong, but I do think that it is a little strange. I would have much preferred it if they would have just given him a higher attack multiplier below 30%, because what will happen is you'll get into situations where you'll get your chain limited, or you'll get your chain locked at a certain lock, and it means that he'll just be a regular 2.75 times captain below 30%, which is a little bit of a shame, you know. I wish they would have just made it like 3.5 times attack below 30. That would have been so much better, in my opinion. I don't know if it would have out-damaged what he currently does, but it just means that if you are in that situation where your chain is limited, then that does bring him down a bit. But that's the case there, is that if there are dungeons that limit your chain, then that is the case where Legend Crocodile is going to be the better captain. So just, you know, a little bit of discussion there for you guys to have perhaps in the comment section. Who do you like better as a captain? Do you like Inu Arashi better, or do you like Crocodile better? Because I personally think that this guy is a much better captain. He's a much safer captain, because obviously Crocodile, when you're at full health at the start of a dungeon, you're not doing much damage at all, and you pretty much have to get to around, you know, at least 50% before you're doing at least some decent damage. Anything above 50% and you're doing no damage to the opponent whatsoever. But yeah, I don't know. Inu Arashi, very, very good captain. Very, very good. But just tell me, guys, in the comment section down below, what do you guys think? Do you think, guys, this guy is a better captain than Crocodile, or do you still prefer Crocodile? Let me know. But enough about talking about his captain ability. Let's talk about his most busted special ability, which will max at 14 turns, starting at 19 turns. Reduces the crew's health by 80%. So that alone puts him under 30% no matter what his health will be at for his captain ability threshold. So that's really, really nice. So reduces the crew's current health by 80%. It will deal 60 times his attack in strength damage to a single enemy, and then adds 80 times this character's attack as additional typeless damage for 1 turn. So, his special ability, if you guys don't know what that means, it's basically Raid Boss Sabo special, but even better, because number 1, this guy has much better stats than Raid Boss Sabo, and number 2, the attack multiplier that gets added to each unit when they attack is also a higher multiplier than what Sabo gives. Sabo gives 55 times his attack, whereas Inuarashi gives 80 times his attack. And also, when Raid Ball Sabo has max attack cotton candy, he still doesn't have as much as Inuarashi at max level with no cotton candy. Like, the amount of damage that you get from this special is absolutely crazy. And not only that, is that it's going to be put on the Cerebral team, but you can use this guy as a sub-unit on, you know, red teams, so Akanu teams. You can use him on a slasher team. Like, there's so many good teams that this guy gets put on just because he does so much damage with his special. Even if you're running like a zombie-based team, this guy's great for that as well. You know, just there's so many good situations where this guy is good. Like, this guy is a great legend character, a really nice buff to the Cerebral class, and just a really good unit overall. So, even if you don't have good Cerebral teams, you can still use this guy really, really well on slasher-based teams, and it will increase your damage output by a lot. So, all in all, this guy is one of the coolest legends in the game, in my opinion. Adds a lot of damage output to your teams, really good Cerebral captain, and all in all, a great 6-star SUGO-FEST exclusive character. So that is going to wrap up this video, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys did, make sure to smack the like button down below, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.